I was losing every day while trading. Every single day, I was so frustrated, but I knew one thing. I never introduced order flow into my trades. Why? Well, I never learned it in the past, but once I learned it, I just knew where price was going to go next, and you can too, guys. Seriously, I want to be showing you guys how to actually win trades by using order flow and basically dictate where price is going to go next. This is going to be huge for you to understand. The win rate when it comes to incorporating order flow is huge, and it's going to be really substantial for you. So with that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoy this video. Gosh, right when I learned this, I felt like I was on top of the world. I was winning trades back to back. It's freaking awesome. And still to this day, I'm doing great with my win rate. It's just awesome. So yeah, anyways, guys, hope you guys do enjoy this video. Hit the like and subscribe again if you guys find this helpful. And yeah, let's jump right into this. All right, guys, so we're on that NASDAQ ass crack here. So it's 7:10 a.m. here right after the macro. Basically, what are we looking for, guys? I took this trade earlier because I like the order flow. I like what I saw. I had to take this trade. Boom. I knew where price was going to go. Okay, I'm going to show you why I saw this as order flow. Why did price go up and take out the highs and lows exactly how I planned it? Let me demonstrate that to you right now. We had these lows here. Price came up, created this high. All right, so let me mark out this high here. Price came down. There's some big news, so that's why I didn't trade before news. I don't like to trade before big high impact news because it's basically a gamble. So you don't want to be doing that. Gambling is not good in trading. You want to have confluences in your trades. So price came down, swept out these lows here, relative equal lows here with this news candle. All right. And then what did price do after that? Well, these lows were swept. So to incorporate order flow into your trades, there's 3 ways to signify order flow is going to go in your favor. Basically, know which high and low, you're estimating to take out. Order flow dictates market structure shifts. Second, order blocks. Third, breaker blocks. So these are the ways we're going to basically get into trades based off order flow and taking out our liquidity highs and lows. So news came out, took out these lows here. Now, what are we looking for? Well, okay, we had a slight pullback here, continued lower. After a liquidity sweep, we're going to identify the high of this candle here. Liquidity got taken out. Now, what is price doing? I want to see price shift up, break this high, which counts as a market structure shift. Let's see what happens here. Boom, right there. We got our market structure shift. This candle close. Now we know that we just shift to market structure. Where are we likely to go to next? Well, this high. What else do we have? Well, this down candle here, right, becomes our order block. If the next candle creates a gap here, this candle here is our breaker block. We got our breaker, and then we have our order block. All right, so basically what I want price to do is retrace down here, take out some of these positions that people are in here, shorter time frame, and basically bounce off there, hit these highs. Let's hit this high. I want these 2 zones to act as support, which ultimately lead us higher because of 5-minute incorporated order flow. What does price do? Wicks into this breaker block and order block. Continues up a little bit, pullback. Oh, perfect. Hits the high. See what I'm talking about? The first thing that signifies order flow is a market structure shift, guys. Second thing is the order block. Well, this down candle for the market structure shift indicates an order block, right? Because it left a small little gap here. Only if it leaves a small little gap, okay? That is an order block. So these 2 highs, or these 2 candles here, these up candles, act as our breaker because when price breaks out of that 5-minute market structure shift, not only it's a market structure shift, but this right here becomes a breaker block, which ultimately comes in here, wicks into this, uses as support to lead higher. Okay, and again, we have another little market structure shift here. Okay, price created a little pullback off of this candle on the 5-minute time frame. Boom, shift. It's definitely gonna hit this high, 100%. That's basically order flow. Pretty damn simple. Shoot, I mean, how long is this video? 5 minutes? Oh my gosh, 6 minutes? Let's go ahead and look at another example here, guys. For this example, we're on Thursday, March 13th, 10:25 a.m. on the 5-minute time frame. So basically, what are we looking for, guys? Well, we had this huge downtrend price is making. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Well, if we go on a higher time frame, we're going to go ahead and mark out some liquidity lows. Okay, so we have this low, price just took it out, and we also have this low down here. All right, so let's go back on the 5-minute. So now we have some liquidity areas where price could drive into and take out, which it did on this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Well, we took out this liquidity. We had a nice little pullback, which we want. Now we want another down candle, perfect, and we want to see a market structure shift right off of these two high candles. Where is price likely to do? Well, it's either going to come up and use this as a market structure shift, or it could probably take out this other low here. Okay, price comes up. Maybe we get that market structure shift. Price continued lower here, right? So we had a slight little pullback here. These candles are no longer valid because we created a new 2-candle pullback. So let me go ahead and mark out this high now. So now we want price to go ahead and use this as a 5-minute market structure shift. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Boom, shifts market structure, right? Perfect. So what are we looking for? Well, when the next candle opens, if there's a little gap, well, this becomes a order block. This becomes an order block. This becomes our breaker block. These series of candles becomes our breaker block. Okay, so what are we looking for price to do? Well, come back down into here because we swept this low, because we had a 5-minute market structure shift with this low being taken out. Well, price is going to retrace into here, tap in our 2 zones, continue higher for these highs. This high, maybe this high. Let's see what happens here. Will price retap in? No, it doesn't. This is a learning lesson because not all the time it taps into our zones. Even though we had our breaker block, even though we had our order block, it still sometimes respects it thoroughly just because how bullish the market is and how bullish order flow is. It's going to take out these highs without having to always come back into our zones. Okay, our zones are more confluences where price could come back down into, but if price doesn't come back down into that, it's likely to just have really bullish market structure and order flow. So price again took out this high, and it did right there on this candle. Okay, so what did price do now? Price retest our breaker block and order block zone now, came back in. Do we have an entry for right here? Well, we do. So you could either long right after the market structure shift that you see, right, and target these highs here, or you could go ahead and wait for the market to pull back into these 2 zones to go ahead and long right at the next market structure shift. So we had this right here, another market structure shift at the breaker block, order block previously we marked out. Then we're going to go ahead and go long here, lows, target back at these highs. There's our first take profit. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Second take profit. See, this kind of acts as a search and destroy kind of method here. Well, where you kind of signify that order flow, retraces up, hits these highs, but still comes back into our zones. This is still going to act as support. We still have an order block, breaker block. Then we could go ahead and take a trade off of that to catch that 1 to 2 risk reward to hit these highs again. Okay, pretty simple, guys. With that being said, hope you guys did like this video of order flow, and if you guys want more of these videos, more confluences to add in your trading and to actually succeed and make you a profitable day trader, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. Help me out a little bit because I'm giving you guys the free stuff people are charging in their courses. This is huge, and this is going to be really beneficial for you to basically use order flow to leverage your trading. Okay, this stuff is never going to go away. This stuff is never going to just disappear. Okay, it's always going to be here for as long as the markets are alive. With that being said, guys, hope you guys did enjoy this video. Again, hit the like and subscribe. I'm here with you all the way, guys. Peace out. Have a good day. Peace.